Hello. Today I'm going to show you how to create Dropbox folders, apply originality check to those folders, and how to create rubrics using Desire to Learn. So first up, we're going to go to the Assessment tab. We'll click the down arrow and go to Dropbox. Here, as you can see, we have a couple of Dropbox folders created. I'm going to click New Folder to create a new folder. And then I will name the folder Week 3 Dropbox. Here you can put in instructions as well as apply different other settings. For right now, we're mainly going to focus on enabling originality check through Turnitin. As you can see, there are other settings you can do for a grade item. This is where you connect the grade item, this Dropbox, to the gradebook. So right here we have Week 3 Dropbox, that's the assignment in the gradebook, and this is now going to be connected to that. This folder will be connected to that grade. And then there's an option for a score out of 20. If you have an available rubric, you can select it here, but we're not going to worry about that for right now. And then we're going to go over down to the bottom where it says originality check options. So here it'll say show advanced options. We'll go ahead and click the down arrow there, and then we're going to look for display. And we're going to click to allow submitters to see originality reports, to see what kind of score they got on their plagiarism, or what kind of plagiarism score they got, whether it was original or not. Once you're finished, go ahead and click Save and Close. As you can see, we have these different symbols right here. This is the grade item that it's connected to, and then this is the originality check enabled. And that's how you do that for those Dropboxes. So now we're going to go and create a rubric. So first we'll go over to Course Administration, scroll down to the bottom where it says to the Administration tab, and then we're going to click the Tools link. To make sure that you have rubrics enabled, scroll all the way down through these tools, find rubrics, and make sure that there's a check mark here. If you have the X, that means that it's not active. So go ahead and click that button so that there's a check mark there. Once finished, we're going to go back up to the Assessment tab, click the down arrow, and go to Rubrics. So as you can see, we have one rubric here. We're going to go ahead and click Create a New Rubric. So let's go ahead and change our rubric name. And as you can see, it's going to give you a few options of how to score things. You can do a no score or a percentage score, and you can change the type, whether it's holistic or analytic. Right now we're going to do an analytic rubric. So this allows us to have four different, as of right now, 4 different levels and criterion to basically evaluate each different criteria and give a level for each one for student performance. It's a little more specific in terms of feedback. So why don't we go ahead and add another level and just let's call this not present. We'll say that this is fair. So this will then evaluate this one criterion on 4 different levels, earning up a potential of 4 points on each criterion. So now we have one criterion here. Let's call this, let's just say criterion 1. Criteria. Now we're going to add another criterion by clicking this button right here. Criterion. Let's add 5 more. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now we have our 5 criterion created and then our 5 levels of evaluation. So the next step is then to describe each evaluation for each level of evaluation here in these boxes. And to do that, we will simply click the box and type in our description. Now, as you can see, this is what it would look like once you fill in all the descriptions. So now that we are finished, we'll go ahead and click Close here at the bottom left. Now that we have our new rubric created, we'll go ahead and click Grades to apply it to a different assignment. So as we can see here, let's go ahead and click on our assignment here at the discussion grid. And then we'll look at our settings here, and then here it'll say Add Rubrics. So let's click Add Rubric. Click this check from the options that we have in our rubrics, and then we'll click Add Selected. Once finished, then click Save and Closed, and then you now have a rubric attached to that assignment.